Our phones are incredible tools. Just the other day, I received instant directions from my route home, arranged an interview via Twitter, ordered my dinner through Uber Eats, listened to a new album from my favorite band, and got a new podcast recommendation from a friend. All within a span of just 15 minutes. Amazing. But along with all of the good things smartphones accomplish, comes a whole list of nasty byproducts. Addiction, depression, laziness, low self-worth, bullying, abuse, the list goes on and on. I recently tried an experiment with my phone. I wanted to see if reducing the time spent on my phone directly correlates with improved productivity and overall happiness. Here's what I did. Here's what my phone looked like before I simplified. Pretty standard, right? Most people's phones look like something similar to this. After reading a few articles for inspiration, I delved into my phone's hard drive and did a full detox. Here are the steps I took to sweep my phone clean. Number 1, delete any and all unused apps. This one is a no-brainer. I had a bunch of apps on my phone that I randomly downloaded over the years for one reason or another. These apps were never used and easy to spot. Bye-bye. Number 2, delete or disable all unessential apps. At first glance, you may think this is the same as step 1, but it's not. After deleting all of the apps that I clearly had no use for, it was time to take a look at the apps that I did use. I would then determine whether I actually needed to have them on my phone. Also, I discovered that some apps were impossible to uninstall. This is because Samsung adopted the Apple strategy of pre-installing mandatory apps on their phones. So, the best I could do was disable them. Number 3, disable almost all notifications. Once I completed my app detox, it was time to gain control of the ones I decided to keep. I disabled all notifications for nearly every app. The only ones that have the privilege of being able to notify me are text messages, WhatsApp, and email. Number 4, remove all apps from sight and create a search-powered interface. Our smartphones have come a long way. In recent years, AI-powered search has rapidly improved. Pretty much everything you need your phone to do can now be done via search. You often don't even have to type it, you can just tell your phone what you want to do. With Android, you can place a simple little search bar at the top of your screen and access anything you want from there. The only apps that remain visible on my screen are the ones that rest on the bottom. They are my top 4 most used apps. Number 5, install a clean, simple, and minimal wallpaper. Now that the heavy lifting is done, it's time to download and install a beautifully simple phone wallpaper. Do a quick Google search, and you can find hundreds to choose from. After applying these 5 steps, here's what my phone looks like now. Doesn't that look so much better? It's just so pretty. 1, boost my productivity. I now spend far less time on my phone, as there is simply a lot less to do on it. I use my phone instead of it using me. I have more time to work on the projects I love, and have a clearer sense of focus when I do. 2, improve my mood. Social media has proven again and again to be bad for our health when used improperly. We can argue all day about how to define improperly, but for me, I simply found no reason to continue to use it on my phone. Ask yourself, when is the last time I left Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter and felt better having looked at it? Facebook and Instagram, in particular, have both been ruined by atrocious UX changes and an obsession with squeezing more ads into every corner and crevice. Less time on my phone, less time on social media, equals a happier Patrick. 3, increase my phone's battery life. With less apps running in the background, the drain on my phone's battery has been drastically reduced. My phone easily lasts a full day on a single charge. Use your phone less, it lasts longer. Simple. 4, save money on my data plan. Now that I have less apps consuming my precious data, I can reduce my monthly data plan and save $10 to $15 a month. 5, use my phone time more wisely. Now, when I do decide to use my phone, I use it more purposefully. Instead of endlessly scrolling through social media, I read articles on Medium or The Athletic. Instead of following pointless news updates, I listen to podcasts or catch up on emails. 6, increased awareness of my surroundings. When you spend less time on your phone, you notice more of what's happening around you. This increased awareness has even improved my writing. as I now find more inspiration for things to write about and then document them in Evernote. The beauty of this method is that you can customize it to fit your unique needs. You don't have to take every step that I took, or you can go even further than I was willing to. The point is that our phones should be working for us, not the other way around. When the first iPhone was released 10 years ago, it was an amazing tool that improved our day-to-day lives. Today, it often feels like the exact opposite. It's time to remind these things who's in charge, and all it takes is a minimal effort.